What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jacob, also known as Pick Management, here with the Queen of Soccer, my girl, Soccer Q Ash VIP. She's here, a little trouble with the camera, so she is going to be just audio today, but she's got such a smooth Southern accent. It's so good to listen to, so we are okay with that. But Ash, we are back for a European show for soccer for the weekend. We have some best bets across Europe for all the people. Soccer is our highest rated shows here, so we appreciate everyone following. But before we dig into today's slate, I got to let you guys know you need to sign up for the Juice Roll app. It is totally free to use, totally free to sign up, syncs automatically with your sports books and tracks how you bet and wager and provides you insights and analytics into that so you can become a better. If you aren't one of the, like Ash or I and, pro bettors, you're just a casual bettor, you can follow their AI bots, which are cashing like crazy, that deliver free plays all the time. And you can also follow the best bettors on the app, and they rank everyone on there. So it's got all sorts of really cool features. There's a guy on there who bet $80 million in the last year. And it's legit because it's synced with his sports book. It's unreal. And he's a really good bettor too. So he keeps cashing like $1 million bets. So you got to follow the Juice Roll app. The link is below. But we're going to dive right into our best bets for European slate. So Ash, why don't you just get right into it?
I will, yeah. And my camera's not working, like Jacob said. Apologies, but some of you may actually enjoy that, right? Not to watch me constantly having to flick my bangs out of my face and all that shit. All right, so I think I have a total of 7 plays for you guys today. A couple of doubles as usual, a couple of goal scorers. We're going to start in Scotland. So we're going to go to this matchup of the Rangers versus Hearts. Rangers are at home. I love this Rangers side. Definitely see why they're heavy favorites, but we're gonna try to find some value out of the Scottish match here. So I love Rangers. They're one of the top teams in that league. But I do love this Hearts side. There's a guy that's one of their goal scorers that we take as singles all the time in VIP. But I also like the team overall to score goals. So our first play here, you guys, excuse me. Not only can you not see me, but my voice is raspy, so it's just all around great morning for me. So we are going to take the Rangers to win, but I do think that the Hearts are able to put up a goal on them. So we're going to take Rangers money line and both teams to score, yes, and that's at a big, nice, juicy plus 185. Now we're going to play that one for half a unit instead of a full unit because it is a little bit risky, but it's almost a full unit win out of a half unit risk, which we always love. So, just need Rangers to win and Hearts to put up one, which I think they can do.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Rangers one of the best teams in Scotland, first place right now, took over to Celtic. But Hearts does put up goals, and Rangers, they are a little leaky at the back sometimes when they're playing the better teams in their league. So I like that play a lot.
Yeah, they are. They've been putting up goals, and then we're going to stay in that same match and take the guy. We're not going to take the favorite goal scorer, although I do like a couple of theirs. We're going to go with the underdog here. We're going to take Mr. Lawrence Shanklin, who he's a striker for the Hearts. Fantastic. He's as in form as any striker pretty much on the planet, in my humble opinion. So getting him to score versus Rangers defense at home. It's tough to go to Ibrox and play, but plus 285, there's no way that we're not playing that. So this one, maybe go quarter unit, whatever you're comfortable with. Definitely not a full unit, but this guy has 14 goals in his last 12 matches. I think we're getting him at such a fantastic price because number one, it's just, it's number 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's the name of who they're playing, right? It's just They're playing the Rangers. So books say, we don't think they score. So plus 285 for Lawrence Shanklin. Absolutely phenomenal striker. Love that play. Now we're going to leave Scotland and we're going to go to Germany. This is a single, surprisingly. So we're going to go to a lower Bundesliga flight here, and we are going to take Kaiserslautern and Karlsruhe. We're going to take both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. You could take the over 2.75 over 3 as a single, if you don't have the same game parlay options in your book. But I think both teams definitely contribute here. And I think that it's possible for both to score twice. So I definitely think at least one of them scores twice. And getting that at minus 120, to me, that's just a steal. 2 of these teams in really good goal scoring form. Home and away splits. Really, really love this matchup. I would play this up to minus 140-ish. Yeah, so I love the value of the minus 120.
Yeah, that's one thing in German Bundesliga too. That's what this league is. Both teams to score and over 2.5 hits like in most games. The German Bundesliga too is one of the highest scoring leagues in the world. And you know how I know I am a European soccer better now, Ash? Because I
How's
didn't
that?
have to look up how to spell Kaiserslautern
You
when
did,
writing down their
yeah,
plays. So
yeah.
that's
That's
that's how I
impressive.
know. Yeah, I did not have to look how to spell that. So yeah, that's a great play. I love that a lot.
And you know how I know? Not just that you could spell it, but the fact that you said it properly. That was the most
Oh, thank you.
impressive
Yeah,
thing to me.
Kaiserslautern.
I
Yeah.
always remember how you tried to say Rutherford in the last show.
I've been writing stuff down phonetically. It's been helping me with my pronunciation
There you
on
go.
camera. Yeah.
Yes, so Kaiserslautern and Karlsruhe. Right. And now we're going to go to a different country. We're going to go to England. Not the Premier League, you guys will be happy to know, because Man City can just absolutely kiss every inch of my ass imaginable. They have just been, I don't know, loved the metrics. Don't think we've had horrible reason here. So you guys just hang in there with me in England. They will start scoring goals, but we're not taking them again until they do. So we're going to go yet again, not to the Premier League, and to go to a lower England league here. We're going to take two teams that are in great goal scoring form. Going to take a straight over 2.75 goals, and that is in the matchup of Blackburn versus Norwich. Kind of just start the season. Norwich were somewhat involved in little kind of blah, 2-0, kind of somewhat low scoring matches, but the last several matches they have turned it on, and this Blackburn side they can score too. So I do like both teams to score it over, but with this one we're just going to take as much volatility out of it as possible, and we're just going to take the straight over 2.75, and that's also at -120, which I think is fantastic value.
Yeah, it's definitely a great price here. Especially Blackburn has seen over 2.5 goals hit in 25 out of their 33 games. Norwich
Yes.
21 out of their 33. So some high scoring teams here. Norwich has seen this hit in their last four. Their last four scores 4-1, 4-2, 2-2, and 2-1. So Norwich has been not only scoring a lot of goals, but giving them up too. So great play here too.
Right. Yeah. And that's what you want. You're wanting teams that are scoring, but you want teams that concede too. When I take overs, I'm hoping that both teams can contribute, even if I don't take both teams to score. Right. I don't want one side to have to do all the heavy lifting. So yeah, and like Jacob said, last 4 or 5, I do look at trends, and historic head-to-head matchups, but you mentioned that, Jacob, about the last 4 or 5 have 4-1s, 3-1s. That's more important to me. Recent form is much more important to me. So yeah, I think that definitely lends to us seeing some goals here. And then we're going to go to our trusty play that we are literally going to play this guy every time on the show until he does not hit for us. We're going to go to Australia, and it's the matchup between Perth Glory and Wellington Phoenix. And we are going to take our trusty Adam Taggart, anytime goal scorer. He is at +140. So if the books want to keep making this dumb decision and offering him at this price, we're just going to take it. I don't think he is not hit for us on this show yet. So of course,
For
we
sure.
kind of be stupid to not take him at this point, right? So he's the little show feature for me so far. Half unit on that play. No, I'm not playing a full unit now.
And
Definitely
just real quick, just so people know, that is an overnight play. That play is not tomorrow. That play is probably between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, sorry guys, because I'm out here in the middle of the Pacific, so I have to function on 8 different time zones. So it says February 24th for me, so I don't know. I get up at 2 a.m. every day and do this, so yeah.
Oh man!
But shop around.
That's dedication.
Yeah, isn't it? And it's 7 days a week too. So what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Everyone should have multiple books anyway. I believe this one was on Bet365. He's all the way down to -105 on Bovada. So you're going to find with this guy, some books have caught on, some have not. Definitely shop around. -105, I think, is okay to play. But don't go any worse odds than that. You should be able to find him at plus money, but as soon as you see this show, if you're going to bet it, I would bet it immediately, because these odds from +140, they will drop.
Sure.
All right, I got 2 more plays for you guys.
All right.
So we're going to go back to a lower England league. This is England League 2. This is going to be an anytime goal scorer play. So that we're going to go to a matchup of Notts County versus Crewe. There's a couple of reasons why I love this one. I just love Notts County. They're at home here. It's just a team I like to bet. Usually their team totals and things like that. A team that typically puts up multiple goals, which is one of the key factors I'm looking for when I take a goal scorer. And Macaulay Langstaff, we're getting him at plus 130. It's fantastic price anyway, just for the type of offense that this team plays. But he has really turned it on lately. So he's in a race to win the goal scoring title in League Two. And that's a pretty big deal. He's currently number one. So in VIP months ago, we actually took him to win that title. So he's turned it on lately. It's close. He's running neck and neck with a couple of other guys, right, that are like within one goal of him. So I think that he just goes all out pretty much to score in each match. And a lot of times, as you guys know in this sport, if you get a team or a player to even try hard the whole time, yeah, that's fucking not easy to do.
Can you say his last name one more time?
Yes, so it's Langstaff. I'll send you the spelling, but it's Langstaff.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting him at plus 130. And then the last play, you guys know, I have to close out with a double, and it's also a multi-country double. So our first one's going to be in the top flight of Germany in Bundesliga. We are just going to make this simple. I was looking for different ways to play Stuttgart. We're just going to take a money line. We're just going to take the Stuttgart team to beat Cologne. This is going to be my long and short-winded version of capping this match. Cologne suck. And that is pretty much it. The Stuttgart, I think Dennis Yundov might be out, but Saru Guirassy is back. So, yeah, should not have any trouble scoring. And this is as much of a play on Stuttgart as it is a fate of Cologne. So just need them to win. Then we're going to go to Australia. And we're going to take a matchup between Adelaide and Western Sydney and just take over 2.5 goals. And I love the price on this one. We're getting this one at minus 107.
Love it.
And that is it. And we'll toss it over to you, and I'll try to jump in if you have anything I want to holler about.
Yeah, so I have a couple lower league plays here. My first play is going to be in England League One. It's a championship. I'm sorry, it's a championship. Ipswich versus Birmingham. I really love Ipswich -1 and their team total over 1.5 goals. Ipswich in third place, taking on a 15th place Birmingham. Birmingham has been playing better, won their last 2 games for Sunderland and Blackburn, but those were at home. On the road so far this year, not very good. They've only won 3 road games all season long, and usually when they lose, they give up 2 goals. There's only been one match on the road. One match on the road so far this year that they have lost, that they have not given up more than 1.5 goals. So when they lose, they give up more than 1.5 goals to their opponent, which means team total is going to hit. Ipswich was struggling for a little while, but now has kind of turned things around. Winners the last 3, have only lost 1 home match all year. Other than that, there was 4 draws and the rest were wins. Was that 3, 6, 9, like 10 wins? So they're like 10-1-4 so far in the season at home. So I really like them to take it to the Birmingham team, and I think this should be an easy win for us.
I like that one. That's funny. My eye has gone towards the lower England leagues. More so than the Premier League. So I was actually looking at that one. So awesome. Yeah, I'll be pulling the trigger on that one for sure, since it's a pick of yours.
Excellent. Well, a couple more. This one is England League One. I am on Bristol Rovers team total over 1.5 goals. Bristol Rovers in 13th place. Losers of 3 out of the last 5, taking on the Carlisle side in 24th place, bottom feeders in League One. Carlisle have not won their last 5 games overall. Only one road win all season long, and they typically give up over 1.5. Like let their opponent hit their 1.5 team total goals. And Bristol Rovers has been scoring, maybe not hitting the 2 mark all that well or often, but they have played a tough schedule at home the last few games. They have lost 4 out of the last 5, which is why I'm not taking them to win here. But I do think they can put up some goals. I have a lean towards them winning, but I'd rather just count on some goals in this game and not have to stress about a win. So I'm definitely taking Bristol Rovers team total over 1.5 in this one. Anything for you on this?
No, I'm just listening and taking notes. That's actually a team. I don't think I've ever pulled the trigger on them. So okay.
Yeah. Well, it's a good time to start. And then I just have one more. Well, one more game, 2 plays. Bless you, my wife sneezed.
Bless you.
So here's a good pronunciation. OJ. I'm sorry. Let me do this one more time. AJ.
It's already starting well.
AJ Auxerre. It is a French team, French League 2, taking on Bastia. I really like AJ Auxerre -1 and their team total over 1.5. They are in first place in French League 2 or League 2. If you speak French, but they have only lost 1 home game all year. They like to put up goals, take on a 15th place Bastia team who's only won 2 road games all year, and they give up a lot of goals on the road in their travels. So I really like AJ Auxerre to get the job done here. Really simple handicap. Good team, great home team versus a bad team who's even worse on the road. Don't overthink this one. Take a -1 and their team total over 1.5. But that's going to do it for me. Ash, why don't you recap your plays real quick?
All right. Let me pull it back up. And if by chance is that French team you're talking about spelled Auxerre?
Yep.
Okay. I think it's Auger.
Auger. I hit the pronunciation. It sounded like it was saying Auxerre, so I wasn't sure.
And I could be wrong. Either way, it's more entertaining listening to yours for sure.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, so that's how you spell it. If you're looking for it, because the pronunciation's crazy, it doesn't look like how it's spelled. It is Auxerre, French League 2, first place team. Look them up. So
yeah,
I'll go ahead and recap your plays though.
Interesting pronunciations over there. All right, so we got our first play in Scotland. Rangers money line. Both teams to score yes versus the Hearts at +185. And same match, we have Lawrence Shanklin, anytime goal scorer, +285. Then in Germany, we have a single of Kaiserslautern versus Karlsruhe. Both teams to score at over 2.5 at -120. And then we are going to England for Blackburn versus Norwich over 2.75 goals. And that's also at -120. Going to Australia, Perth versus Wellington Phoenix, taking our man Adam Taggart, anytime goal scorer, +140 for half a unit. Then we are going to England League 2, and we're taking Macaulay Langstaff, anytime goal scorer, at +130. He plays for Notts County, and that's Notts County versus Crewe. And then the last one is our double, Germany, Stuttgart to beat Cologne, and Adelaide versus Western Sydney over 2.5 at -107.
Awesome. And I am on Ipswich -1. Ipswich team total over 1.5. Bristol Rovers team total over 1.5. And AJ Auxerre -1 and their team total over 1.5. So Ash, let people know where they can find you now.
Yep, you can find me over on Twitter at SoccerQAshVIP. On there multiple times a day. So I'm also posting plays now. Jacob started me a Discord, so I've actually posted a couple of free plays in there, getting a little bit more active as I get used to using that platform. So yeah, Discord and Twitter right now.
Yeah, we are trying to get the whole pick management crew active and live on the Discord so everyone can have their channels, set up their VIP services on there so you can find all of us in one place. Because now we have the European show, UEFA show, UEFA / Champions League Europe show. We now have MLS betting insiders, the NHL betting insiders, the NBA betting insiders, and baseball's coming back. I'm looking for a co-host. So if you're interested in co-hosting a baseball show with me, let me know. Hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, you guys can find me in the Discord, also link below, free to join. Like I said, you can find all of this in there, bonus videos, plays, all sorts of great community stuff in there. And then, like I said earlier, make sure you check out the Juice Reel app. You can also find the link below. #1 app to track your bets. Third-party verification is super important if you want to be, a quote-unquote pro bettor. And they provide you really great insights and analytics into how you wager so you can become a better bettor. I actually learned that in my last 15 bets on Vancouver, I went 15-0 on my last 15 Vancouver Canucks bets and 17-3 my last 20 Rangers bets. So I'm going to have to keep betting on those teams because I didn't even realize how much I've been cashing on them. So great stuff from Juice Reel. Make sure you guys check all that great stuff out below. Otherwise, you can find me across all socials at Pick Management and Monday through Friday on Driving the Line with Jonathan Coachman and Alan Bell. This has been Betting the Pitch, a Europe edition. We will see you later.